And Muslims around New Zealand gathered at gymnasiums and halls this morning for prayers and a bite to eat as they marked the end of Ramadan. After 30 days of fasting between sunrise and sunset, Muslims spent today's feast, known as Eid al-Fitr, visiting friends and relatives and paying their respects to the dead. In Christchurch, where 51 Muslims lost their lives in the March 15 terror attack, the feast is especially poignant. Conan Young visited Pioneer Stadium where about 1,500 came together to mark one of the biggest days on the Muslim calendar.
It's close to 0 degrees in Christchurch, with the freezing cold biting at your fingers and toes. But the hugs and smiles inside the gym at Pioneer Stadium are providing a contrasting warmth. No sign here of the hurt these people have experienced and felt since the events of March 15. Community leader in one of those inside the Al Noor Mosque at the time of the shootings, Sardar Faisal Abbas, says today is a true celebration of life. He's surprised by the large turnout.
First I thought that it might not be that much, like people will try to avoid it. But no, when I came in here, there were a lot of people, and I think they're around 1,500, which is a good number. And obviously, even after that incident, you can see everyone is smiling, everyone is laughing, trying to greet everyone, which is really good, which is really, really good.
Faisal says there's been mixed emotions for Muslims observing the holy month as the reality hits home that close family members are no longer there for important moments.
Positives are that at least people are with you in this time of the year and they are supporting you, which is really good. But on the other side, it's like, because the seats are empty when you're breaking fast, you don't see the person that was there last year, but he or she is not there anymore this year. So it was hard on the families.
He says attending the mosque each night where horrific events occurred has been a hard but necessary part of the healing process.
The first 2-3 times it was really hard, like I won't be able to sit there for more than 5-10 minutes because obviously you think about it, you hear the bullets and everything. But as I said, things like these takes time, and it will be easier as you go to the mosque more frequently. Like this was a very good Ramadan was very good in a way that everyone would meet at 7 p.m. every night for the Taraweeh prayer, which was good because you were there, you were talking to people, and kind of it helps you get over it.
Another community leader, Tony Green, says the wounds from March the 15th will take a long time to heal, and not all wounds can be seen.
We are very, very mindful of the fact that amongst us we have people who are stressed. They talk about PTSD, but there's stress is there, it's a real thing. So there's a lot of work still to be done.
And you can see some of the people who are sitting in chairs, who are on walking frames. I mean, these people are people who've been injured from the attacks, isn't it?
These are the obvious ones. There are people who are not here who have now got lifelong injuries, and so yeah, they're amongst us. They've got quite severe wounds, and obviously those others who will have for the rest of their life. Hopefully these people will recover to some degree of normality, but there are others who won't. Their lives are completely changed.
He says at times like this, people's faith helps them to get through.
And whenever you hear about a discomfort or a death or something, we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, from the one we come and to him is our return. We come from God and to God we return. So that acceptance of death, the inevitability of death, and the purpose of life, that life has a purpose, it's not some flickering, flippant kind of thing, that's behind it all. So insofar as it gives you a kind of a framework for resilience, that perhaps is there. You know, that passing is not something where you beat your breast and just why.
Looking around at the scene of pure joy that surrounds us following the end of prayers, Tony Green pays tribute to the resilience of the Muslim community in Christchurch.
Obviously, after March the 15th, this is quite unique, sadly unique, but it's a beautiful thing that we come to this, and at the same time, you can't forget the people who passed on. They're in our minds, you know, they're in our minds and our hearts.
Many soft toys and gifts were left at the gates of the Al Noor Mosque and the memorial wall following the attack. They were collected and were distributed today to children at the festival. A small gesture from the city to remind these people that they are not alone. Kei o te tahi aho, mō te hōtaka o te ahi, ko Conan Young tēnei.